हेलो स्टूडेंट्स एंड वेलकम। चलो आज एग्रीकल्चरल इकोनॉमिक्स के कुछ सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स को तोड़ते हैं बिल्कुल एग्जाम स्टाइल में। रेडी हो? Let's dive right in.
Alright, so here's the plan for today. We're going to kick things off with MSP, the farmer's safety net. फिर we'll jump into India's main cropping seasons. उसके बाद थोड़ा history में जाएंगे with the Green Revolution. फिर देखेंगे future की farming techniques कैसी हैं. और end में एक छोटा सा knowledge check होगा to see कि आपने कितना समझा. Sound good? Okay, let's start with our first topic, and trust me, it's a big one. The minimum support price, यानी MSP. आप जानते हैं एग्जाम्स के लिए ये कॉन्सेप्ट एब्सोल्युटली क्रूशल है। सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज एमएसपी? सिंपल शब्दों में सोचो, ये एक प्राइस गारंटी है, सीधा गवर्नमेंट से। मतलब अगर मार्केट में फसल के दाम एकदम गिर जाते हैं तो टेंशन नहीं, सरकार किसानों से उनकी फसल एक पहले से डिसाइड किए हुए मिनिमम प्राइस पर खरीद लेगी। इट्स अ सेफ्टी नेट फॉर श्योर, बट इट्स नॉट दैट सिंपल. It also really influences what crops farmers decide to grow, which starts a whole other debate about crop diversity. So yeah, a safety net, but a pretty complex one. Okay, now this is important. The process. इसको अच्छे से समझो. It's a simple two-step system. Step 1, CACP. That's the Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices. ये सारी research करके अपनी recommendations देती है. But, and this is the key part, the final decision, the final stamp of approval, वो आती है CCEA से, the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. और इसको कौन हेड करता है? The Prime Minister. So just remember this. CACP recommends, CCEA decides. Simple, right? And here's a number you absolutely have to remember. It can pop up directly in your exam. 22. That's it. Right now, the government announces MSP for a total of 22 mandated crops. It's a direct question बन सकता है, so lock it in. So how are these 22 crops split up? Well, this chart here breaks it down perfectly for us. देखो, the biggest chunk, 14, are kharif crops. Then we have 6 rabi crops and finally 2 commercial crops. ये breakdown याद रखना. It really helps to put everything in context.
All right, so we've talked about the what, the 22 crops under MSP. Now it's a perfect time to talk about the when. Let's get into the seasons these crops are grown in. We're talking about India's main cropping seasons, Kharif, Rabi, and Zaid.
Now this table is pure gold for a quick revision. Seriously, देखो, it lays it all out. Kharif, think monsoon crops sown around July. Rabi, those are your winter crops sown in October. और इन दोनों के बीच में एक छोटा सा window है for Zaid crops, the summer ones. And you've got your classic examples right there. Rice for Kharif, wheat for Rabi, or watermelon for Zaid. Honestly, you might want to grab a screenshot of this. बहुत काम आएगा.
So understanding these crop cycles is fundamental, right? But there was this one moment in our history that just flipped the switch. It completely changed the game, not about when we grow, but how much we can grow in those same seasons. Let's talk about that massive turning point, the Green Revolution, or as we know it, Harit Kranti. Pay close attention here, because these facts are classic exam questions. The Green Revolution kicked off in 1965-66, right during the third five-year plan. What was the main focus? Simple: wheat and rice. And where did it all happen? The epicenter was Punjab and Haryana. Or, of course, the one name you must never forget, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. And here he is, rightly called the father of the Green Revolution in India, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. His name and his visionary contribution hamesha yaad rakhiyega. Just an absolute legend in Indian history. So, you might be asking, what was the secret sauce? What made this revolution possible? Well, it stood on these 4 powerful pillars. But the number one game changer, the real magic bullet, was the introduction of high-yielding variety seeds, or HYV seeds. You can think of them as super seeds, engineered to produce way more grain. Of course, that wasn't all. इसके साथ fertilizers could use better, irrigation got way better, and technology like tractors came into the picture. All this made us food sufficient, which was huge. All right, so that was a look back at a major historical shift. Now, let's fast forward and take a peek into the future. Let's talk about a couple of modern techniques that are really changing what farming can look like. This is where things get really cool. Check this out. First, you have hydroponics. Yahan, plants grow without any soil at all, just in nutrient-rich water. Can you imagine? This is a total game changer for cities where space is a huge problem. Then, you have aquaponics, which takes it to a whole new level. It combines hydroponics with fish farming, so the fish waste becomes natural fertilizer for the plants, and in return, the plants clean the water for the fish. It's this incredible self-sustaining cycle. How smart is that?
Okay, we have covered a lot of ground, haven't we? So, ab aapki bari. Let's see what you've picked up. I've got a couple of quick questions for you, straight out of the exam playbook. Ready?
All right, here's your first question. Take a look, read it carefully, and think back. We talked about this right at the very beginning.
And the correct answer is, of course, option B, minimum support price. Hope you got that one. It's that all-important safety net for our farmers. Okay, question number 2. This one is about a date, a really important year that changed everything for Indian agriculture. Try and remember. Yep, the correct answer is D, 1966. That year was a huge turning point. You know, the year that really set India on the path to becoming self-sufficient in food. It's just so important to remember how transformative that whole period was.
And with that, we wrap up today's explainer. I hope you found it useful. अगर आपको ये वीडियो हेल्पफुल लगी हो तो लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें और कमेंट करके बताएं अगर आप किसी स्पेसिफिक टॉपिक पे वीडियो